Welcome back, guys, and we're here with our first day with the 5-colour deck, and it's hopefully performed as well as it's been doing. I've been pulling off some pretty nice wins. In this hand, I have a Cultivate, and then I can probably just Cultivate straight into Fusion Elemental, which is always a pretty good turn on turn 4. So I think I'll keep this. I do have the green sources, yep, and I play first as well, which is pretty nice. I do even have a blue source on turn 2, but I mean I'm probably going to just sit that back so I can Cultivate on turn. This guy's running 62 cards. No, 62 cards. So I mean he's running one more than me, so he's already got the advantage. We didn't draw there. I'm gonna have to think carefully about. I'm gonna start thinking about what I cultivate, because I mean with this deck I always mess up with lands. So I mean I've got one green source. Let's say that's green. Let's say that's blue. Let's say that's white. So we'll get red and a black, and then we should be fine. It's generally how I do it. I just pretend these are like single lands and then take it from there, because I'm really bad with I mean I'll probably still got that wrong somewhere. Well, there's the red, so we don't need the red now. Okay, so I've got double green. I've got double green. Okay, let's work this out. If it let me zoom in, there we go. Okay, so I've got double green, triple white, and double blue. So I don't need any white, I don't need any green, I don't need any blue. I've got one red, but I need another red. So I think I'll get red. I could get double black. I think I'm just gonna get. I think I'm gonna get. Well, I don't have any more red, so I mean, I'll have to just get one black. And I forgot I only have one of the single lands for each colours, which is kind of unfortunate because they're the two colours. I only have one land. I mean, I'll get another blue because I do have quite a lot of blue spells. But I can just get this guy out turn 5. If you could have the counter open, which would be pretty sad. Then I do have a bit of card draw going on. I've got Banefire in hand now. I did make the change. I took out one Genesis Hydra, put in Banefire. What else did I do? Took out both Rescue from the Underworlds. I really weren't doing much. And then threw in. I can't remember the name. One Soul of Ravnica and the other. Well, there's my other black. One Soul of Ravnica and the other thing twice I'd cut out. But I think this turn I almost have to take it to kill this thing before it gets out of hand. So, I mean, regrettably, yeah, I'm going to have to do this. It's kind of a waste of a Banefire, but I have no more removal in hand. At least I can think twice, which is always nice. Take that thing down, its ability doesn't go. I mean, I've got an island as well, so I didn't want to get too big because that's unblockable damage versus me. And I suppose getting this guy out turn 6 isn't too bad either. It is an 8/8. Do you have Anger of the Gods? I mean, I could have waited, but I guess we'll see if that's a mistake or not. Hopefully he doesn't drop a creature this turn. I would have had to wait quite a while for Anger as well, because my other red source is in Savage Land, so I think that was the right play. He's thinking about something. And he drops the Arsonist, which I'm really not worried about. I do have an 8/8 on the field, do have Anger as well, eventually, when that comes up. And is this guy passing turn? He is passing turn. I will think twice. Hit myself another Cultivate, which I don't think is going to be coming out this turn. There's a Ground Assault, so if something big comes out. What do I drop here? I think first things first, this guy needs to come out now. He's got to have, if he's got a counter spell, then he's going to use the counter spell here. Fair enough. Not too worried. He's only got one power on the board. Gives me a turn to get my second red down. I mean, I've run plenty of bombs in this deck. Losing the Fusion Elemental is not something I'm too concerned about. Well, there's the Radiant Fountain rule coming into play. So, I mean, I think I might have played that a bit badly with the Banefire on the 1/1. But then again, I mean, that thing would be bigger than a 3/3 now, so I would have had to Ground Assault it anyway. I mean, I would have, yeah, I think I did that right, but I mean, because Anger of the Gods just wouldn't have been online. I mean, if he'd Inspiration, it would have been too big. That I mean, the Ground Assault would have given him like 6 tokens, and then I would have had to Anger of Gods the 6 tokens. So I think I did that alright. I'm not worried about this 1/1. I think the longer this match goes on, it's advantage me, because I mean, I've got Kozilek to reshuffle my library if he does counter it. He's not playing white, so he can't really exile it. That's Shieldred. Try and see if I can get Fusion Elemental back. At least I'll kill his 1/1. Worst come to worst. It's actually the first time I've seen Shard in this deck. I mean, I've seen like Runescarred and the Fusion Elementals loads and loads, but even Inferno Titan shows up a lot more than Sharded here. But I mean, in blue-red, the only thing I can think you could do is bounce it with 4 mana. I can't think of anything particularly threatening. I mean, yeah, I think we're getting Fusion Elemental back next turn unless he's got the bounce. And then if that's the case, he's in really bad position because that's an 8/8 for free. So this is kind of what this deck does. It just overloads the board with so many big creatures that they really can't have enough to deal with everything. Like Ravelmaster here is just going to get Anger of the Gods. He's already tapped out of counter mana for spell. Well, he's just completely set up for the second Anger of the Gods here. I don't really. I mean, I'm still going to anyway, just because, you know, you never know what he could be carrying. He has to attack there, so nothing's good as dead. He has to start sacking out creatures as well, but I'm just gonna not even gonna give him the creatures a sack. I'm just gonna blow his board and then cultivate and hit him for 6, and then have a 6 and 8/8 on the field. So I think that's a pretty good turn for me right now. As an Arcane Sanctum. Well, first things first, let's blow the board. And then hit this guy for 6. I can't do both, unfortunately. I can't cultivate and think twice out the graveyard. So I mean, I might as well just drop this Arcane Sanctum and then. Honestly, at this point, I'd rather think twice and well, I could thin out some more. I'll thin out some more lands. Gives me less chance of drawing them anyway. We'll pick up we've got loads of blue anyway. We'll just pick up a white. It doesn't really matter at this point. And this guy agrees that he's in trouble. He has to sack out nothing, and then he's nearly dead next turn. For top deck, my Rafik, he is dead next turn unless he's got the counter spell up. But I don't. I think I played the thing. I'm still fretting on that whole Bane fire in the Chasm Skulker. I don't know. It's just. I can't kill him this turn, so there's no point ground assault in this blocker. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it got rid of it before it started getting loads of tokens up. By the time Anger would have been up, it would have been too big, I think. But I don't think I did that fine. Might as well just see what we can draw here and think twice on his end. I mean, I don't take chances against the computer. There's a Savage Lance. Oh, Jungle Shrine, I mean. Well, there's what I don't know, the Radiant Fountain rule. You see, you're pretty confident you're gonna win. The computer's gonna shock my face out of bitterness, and let's just end this game. I'm still not gonna take chances. I don't know. You could have like a bounce spell, and he's not dead this turn. Then he drops like Warp Worlds, and he gets all his big threats or something like that. I don't want to take the chance. But he's just gonna count. Computer's just being better. Well, he's got 0 cards in hand now, so no one. And there's another threat in the field there. So yeah, that's game 1. We got there. Stall out early game. Drop your big bombs. So far, this deck has been surprisingly effective. I mean, I was terrified about building a 5-color deck because I just thought. I mean, I struggle with getting the mana right on a Jund and like Naya and stuff like. So I thought there's no way I'm gonna be able to bounce 5 color. But I mean, I kind of get that. It's quite funny though that game that when I cultivated, I needed double black and double red, and I only run one of them in basic lands, and yeah, I mean I do run all the triple lands with them colors in. It's just sometimes the cards deal, and we did manage to get shielded out, so it's completely fine. Dark Sealing didn't make an appearance either. But wow, there's a lot of people on today. Let's join Agros's. See if he's up for a match. I don't know. One thing I'm hoping for the new Magic is it has better menu theme because I really hate this one. It's really obnoxious after a while when you're trying to find a match on. Mr. M&M's seems to be. Is he ready? Does he want a match? And it doesn't look like. Oh, never mind. So you just have to start losing hope, and that's when the person ready's up. It's a mental tactic, and Okay. I do have the green. I've got loads of... This is a really good hand. I'm not even gonna lie. This is pretty solid. I mean, I've got all my mana I need, really. I've got Rafik as well. The thing I like... I mean, I think Rafik kind of gels really well. I'll drop... Which one's... Well, I've got 2 Seaside Citadels, so I'll drop this guy first. The thing I love about Rafik is that... you can attack in with them, you'll become a 4/4, and then you can anger the gods if they don't block, which rarely they're going to block, or the Rafik won't really take damage because he got first strike 4/4. But yeah. By the way, I didn't play this thing because I wasn't going to wall Omens turn 2. I wanted to Cultivate turn 3. Kozilek is a bit early. This guy randomly drops a black and makes us discard Kozilek's the first thing that's going. This guy's missed a land drop, so I think we've pretty much already won this game. Not out of confidence here, but good idea would have been to check what I need. I know I've got 1 black. I'll get a blue because I know I've got double. I need double blue here, and I'll get a. Don't need white, I don't think. I didn't really check what I need. I'll get black again because I know I need double black as well. At some point. Yeah, I'll do. I've got Dark Seal and get anyway, so I'm not too worried. That's a free source of every color. And this guy is completely screwed at this point. It's pretty much game. He's discarding. I mean, he kept a 2-lander. If he's running like, well, he wouldn't be running Cultivate in a blue-white deck, but if he's missing a color or something, I guess we'll get a point to see here. But this game is going to be pretty over. I might even just cast Erafik next turn instead of mana fixing because this guy is clearly screwed. That's 8 damage a turn, so 3-turn clock. Or Fusion Elemental, it's 8 damage a turn again. Let's see which one we can cast. I'm missing a color on Fusion Elemental, so I mean, if I'd been able to Fusion Elemental there, he was dead in 1 turn because, well, not 1 turn. It's a 9/9 double striker, so he was pretty much dead if I'd. But yeah, this guy's. I wouldn't be surprised to see him bounce. He dropped a pit. Well, he got his 3rd land. He had to drop a plane that comes in for it though. That's hit this guy for about 1 million. Rafik just. It's a really good card, I think. Like, obviously it's a mythic legendary, so it's not going to be terrible, but it's one of the cards you don't see very often. Like, same with Crash. I mean, they're both fantastic cards. It's just you don't really see them as much as I'd expect. So I think I can cast this, drop this, and then Wall of Omens. I mean, it's a 4/4. It's a 4/4 double striker. I think the worst. Best case is giving Kozilek double striker. Like, oh, there was a game I played off camera, which was like one of the few games like I really wish I was recording at the time. But I had Maelstrom Archangel with double strike guy, and I had a Kozilek and a Soul of Ravnica in hand. So that was a bit disgusting. Hit him twice, put a Kozilek on the field, drew 4 cards, hit him again, and in them 4 cards which I drew off Kozilek, in them 4 cards I drew off Kozilek, I drew Soul of Ravnica, dropped a Soul of Ravnica, and also hit him for 12 as well, which it's pretty satisfying. Yeah, but I mean I don't expect that combo to go off often. I mean Maelstrom Archangel, 95% of the time just eats removal. I could just cast this and draw a bunch of cards the turn after. Which I think I'm going to do. He's pretty much... This has got him dead in the air anyway. Well, Fusion Element if he drops a blocker. Wouldn't... But I don't even think we're going to be able to draw the cards. How many colours have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3... I think we've only got 3 colours. But I just hate Soul of Ravnica's ability. I love the card. Like, a 6 mana for 6/6 is good. That's really good. And I always forget that. Because I just see 7 to draw 3 cards. Like, Inspiration's 4 and draws you 2. And like you have to have a decent board for it to be effective. I almost like the exile ability better because then at least it's good in your graveyard. But obviously that doesn't gel well with Shouldered either. But I think this guy's just about to concede here. What's he bouncing? Well, fair enough. This guy's not giving up, to be fair, but he's just way too far behind on mana at this point to ever stand a chance. It's like the same with Jund. If you're playing Jund and you go behind 3 mana on them, it's just game. I could have recast that again and killed him, obviously, but I'm terrible at the game and I'm too busy getting overconfident. So, but yeah, I mean, I should have just recast that and killed him, but I was bitter. And by bitter, I mean just too busy ranting. Well, we got him dead basically anyway, so I mean, I might as well just Fusion Elemental. It's because those, and then at least, well, he had the nullify, so yeah, justified. So this is when if I did post commentaries, I'd be talking about how I baited out the cancel there, and then that's why I didn't recast Breath of Week. But in generality, I'm just terrible at the game, and let's just move on. Well, I'm actually kind of glad this guy's gone, because now I have an excuse to cast Genesis Hydra. No, I always look for an excuse to cast Genesis Hydra. I just love the randomness, like seeing what you get. I mean, most of the time I just get nothing. I mean, I could get an Inferno Titan, I could get Maelstrom Archangel, and I get Wrong Smorg. It's just such a good. It's just I love Genesis Hydra. I think yesterday I cast one for 16 mana, and that was pretty fun. Got a cause left for free because I mean basically half my library. And yeah, God. So that's game 2. Let's try and find the game 3, and we'll call it quits there. Let's join Tezuka Karma's game or whatever that was. Hey, he was actually up. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna try and pronounce that. Tezuka Karma, that's his name. And it doesn't look like he actually wants the game, he's just lobby waiting. Probably waiting for a friend. So, we'll leave him to it. Let's join Sorry's game. There seems to be a lot of, like, weird names on people today. Obviously, Sorry's not, like, out of the realms of the imagination, but here we go. Game 3, let's see if we can make it 3 out of 3 this episode. I mean, this deck has been performing fantastic. This hand I've got no white. I do have the Darksteel Ingot. This guy's more down to... No, I can't keep this. I've got Anger of the Gods up, though. This guy's gone down to 4. I'll keep it. I mean, I've got plenty of time to try and see that third mana. Oh, this guy's gone. You know, I'm not playing a computer on 4 mana. I'm going to try and find a professional. I meant a decent third game instead of just... Shaman's game. Let's see if he's... No, well, apparently he wouldn't let me join his game, so we'll just join the other guys. I feel like half my videos are just me lobby hunting. I'm just desperately trying to stall. Let's see if Moroz is not going to mull down to 4. Pretty glad. Let's see. I've got Elvis Visionary turn 2. Double Wall of Omens. I'm going to keep this. It's not the worst hand I've ever seen. It's not the strongest, but I'd love a Darksteel Ingot. Just for... Or Cultivate, actually. Both of them would be pretty nice. This guy's debating. Well, he's running 60 cards, I mean. Is that a Wayfinder? Okay, we could be in trouble here. I don't have any removal that would hit this thing if he dropped the... Well, there's Cultivate. I don't have any removal that would hit this thing if he gives it Fury of the Bitten this turn. Okay, so we're in trouble. I mean, that's 4 a turn. I just have to... kind of almost have to just stall out for Sheoldred. I mean, that's 7 mana, which means I'd have to cultivate double black as well. I'm still missing the 3rd mana as well, so I mean... this deck is just going to be way too fast for me right now. Especially if he drops like a tormented hero here. Gold Draz Vampire is actually almost worse, because I'm definitely going below 10 right now. Anger of the Gods would be nice, well there's 1 black. Okay. Almost think I just need to jump here for a bit. If I play this, he might not attack with Goldraz. But this thing, if just Fury of the Bane, a 4/4 on turn 2 is just absolutely insane. I don't even have the... okay, so Cultivate would get me up to 5, 6. I mean, I mean, I'll have to... I have to get red as well to board wipe here, but that thing's still going to be around. I need I don't even know. I only want Ground Assaults, and yeah, this isn't going well. I'll just have to take this. Stall out for a bit longer, I guess. Soul of Ravnica is quite a long way away. Alright, just have to cultivate. I mean, I'm gonna have to get double red. Well, I don't have double red, I'll get red and a blue. Maybe I can keep him back with soul if I can get that out eventually. But I'm gonna go below 10 here, which means I need to board wipe and I'm missing a red source. This doesn't look promising. This guy's deck is just really fast. Which obviously isn't great against 5 color. As a blood craze, I mean I need the board wipe up. Even to just stand a chance here. This thing has to attack every turn. Even tormented heroes coming in. I'm gonna have to block this because them things will become way too big. Take out the well, if I'm gonna board wipe, you know, just block this thing. Keep this thing down, then hope we draw red mana off the top, even though it's gonna be tapped. Yeah, this isn't. I mean, I'm gonna have to. Can I even double Wall of Omens? Maybe I should have got a second white. Is that red? No, it's not. I mean, I can Wall of Omens here, and then I should have played the tap land so I could have sold Ravnica next turn. That's probably gonna cost me the game. Runescar Demon. That could get me Ground Assault. I mean, what do I even get here? I could get. This isn't looking promising. He's out of hand. He's out of cards, but I think we're a bit too late here. Might as well 4. Okay, I can't block that because he's got fear. 4, 7. Okay, I think I have to just block this. 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, I'm down to 1. And I don't have any untapped red, so this is over. This isn't there. Yeah. I didn't even think twice on step. I mean, I guess we'll see what I missed. See if there's anything I drew in them next 2 cards that would have saved me the game. Wrong Swarm Monk, no, wouldn't have saved me. Cumberland Coppice is that second red source. I mean, I didn't stand a chance. Hopefully this guy just kills me now. Such a powerful combo that. I mean, I'm not upset about losing to it. It's just the whole point of this deck is to stall with your walls early game. if they've got something that breaks your wall that early on, you really don't stand a chance. But you know, I mean, I could have played that bit better as well. I mean, I'm gonna hunt for a 4th game. I'm not happy with how fast that was over. So yeah, this is gonna be a elusive episode where we break the rules. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there was much I could have done. But, I mean, obviously the misplay around there with not playing the tap land. I mean, if for some reason I had been able to get shorted out and stall a turn, then I could have got my red mana. Could have made him sack out some stuff. But this hand is pretty bad. It's got cultivate. I've got loads of red spells. I mean, I'll keep it. Don't want to go down and get like 0 mana hands. Just need one. Need one land to kick off. I'll get a second red and like a blue or something like that. I don't know. This just looks like I'm playing Growl at the minute, which is quite funny. He drops a Rakdos Gate, and we see a second line. That's pretty good. Just pretend I had my starting hand, and we won't discuss this. So what's this? We got a second red now. I'm not going to Banefire for 0, so I wish the computer would just tap. Okay, let's see. So I think I've got blue. I've got 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green, 1 white, and double red. So the cultivate's probably just going to get me another black and another black and another blue probably. I do run more blue spells than white spells. Inferno Titan's just going to absolutely ruin his board. Well, I don't need the second white now, so yeah, that's justified my decision. Could just anger the gods eventually, so that would stop their ability going off as well. Kind of forgot what I need. I need a blue and a black. I don't know why the game gave us so many bad, why they give us so many bad domain cards. That goblin thing is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. If you have like 5 basic lands, it becomes a 5/1. So it's just basically chump remove. They're just going to get exiled, so I'm not worried about that. I think it's just going to die, so I don't really want a board wipe right now. That's a really good combination of that with Hellspark Elemental with Quest. I don't particularly. I mean, I'd 2 for 1 him. He wouldn't get tokens. You could just unearth this next turn though, and it'd be get exiled. So he's only gonna get 1 token for that. See what we draw. See, Wrong Swarm Monk is fantastic. I really could not have wished for a better draw there. Because this just allows me to play this, stall 1 more turn, and then wipe the board when he tries to go wide. I love this. My love for this card is like unprecedented. Both the banned cards they gave us, like this guy and Rafik, I just love them so much. He can't attack in. He's not playing anything. To be honest, I don't particularly want to kill his creatures because then he gets a 5/5 from the deal. So I'm just gonna anger here. I mean, he could just shock me. He can't. There's no responses, I think. I mean, he could just kill my creature by shocking it, which would obviously be devastating. But then I've got an Inferno Titan coming down next turn, so I can even play War Omens this turn. Well, he's Resounding Thunder, so I mean, he probably was just planning on blocking anyway, so fair enough. I mean, yeah, I'm not happy with how that turn turned out, but he didn't get any tokens for his thing, which I'm happy with. We draw a card here as well, and it's another Cultivate, so I mean, we can really mana ramp right now. Obviously, next turn is dedicated to Inferno Titan, no matter what. And I guess we'll take it from there. Will Banefire eventually be able to just burn this guy out? Just pass the turn. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Play this thing down. Play Banefire. And by Banefire I mean Inferno Titan. Hit this guy for 3. Down to 17, and he's in trouble. He's down to 3 cards in hand as well, so well, I'm down to 3 as well, but I can't really think. I mean, Stormbreath Dragon I wouldn't like to see, but I'd just get ground assaulted. Inferno Titan on his own is just going to get ground assaulted. 3, 4, 5, 6. I really can't think of anything else I'm scared of, to be honest. That is not one of them, unless he's got removal. Which he's down to 1 card in hand, so I'm almost tempted to just pump this guy maximum here. Just cultivate and tap everything apart from my red. Well, active treason. You can't sack it out though, so you can pump it twice though. And he could hit me for 8, 11 here, which is actually quite scary. I might block just because he could just burn. I'm gonna block with the Wall of Omens. Because I mean, 11 damage is quite the damage to be taken. On the turn, especially as he could. I've seen Resounding Thunder, so he is down to 0 cards in hand. So I think we're safe right now. Just hit him for max damage with Inferno Titan. Okay, so I need to make sure this taps right. Okay, Cultivate. It actually tapped right first time, which is actually quite shocking. Okay, so we're just gonna get, if we don't have any more red, well we do, we get a red and we'll just get a white. Then we'll play the white. Well, I should have put, I messed that up. I did all that hard work with the tap and I forgot to keep the red mana in my hand, which is kind of sad. To be honest, I don't really see the point of I'll keep the thing twice open, I think, if I can. Yeah, I can. So I'll only pump this guy. Okay. We're going to do this bit right. I think we can pump it twice. Yeah. It just chooses that right straight away again. And then the next turn we'll just be able to Banefire him out, I think. But yeah, what I was trying to do was going to cultivate while not tapping any red to put the red into play onto the field, like untapped, and be able to buff it one more time. It didn't really mean much in this matchup. He'd be down to 5 instead of 6. Banefire is still way too big to deal with him. He top decked a Bloodghast, which isn't going to do much. See what we draw, and then we got him dead next turn. Moonscar Demon would have just been game over at that point anyway. He's bring back Hellspark Elemental, so Bloodghast well, you can't attack him with Bloodghast, so yeah, I mean I'm still alive. It's kind of why I put I like Banefire in this deck. I'm glad I made that change with Genesis Hydra. If that was a Genesis Hydra right now, it wouldn't have won me the game at this precise moment. Hit him for 6. Well, hit him for 7 just in case he's got stuff of the past. And then that's game. And that's what this deck does. It tries to beat the opponent down with scary things. And yeah, so special episode today. 4 whole matches. So I was gonna try and think of something fancy to say there, but I'm not sure. I'm in game 3. I lost, but I don't think much I could have done. a 4/4 on turn 2 against this deck is I mean it's kind of meant to stall out. So if they're that, I mean even token, like I can deal with tokens because Wall can just keep jumping them down and then eventually I'll anger the gods. But the auras decks are really a nightmare for this thing, as the only removal I run is Ground Assault, which is mana dependent, and Anger the Gods, which is like health toughness dependent. So I mean, you saw the desperation. I needed to get shouldered out and him not to play any more creatures, just to stand a chance. But I mean, we won 3 out of 4. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's hopefully what we didn't get to see Counterlash either, which I'm pretty sad about. But hopefully we'll get to see more of Counterlash tomorrow, where we'll be continuing playing this deck. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you then.